In the ever-watchful world of K-pop, even the smallest details are often magnified into broader discussions about relationships, group dynamics, and the potential shifts within fandoms. Recently, questions have begun to circulate regarding BTS's golden magne, Jungkook, and his apparent avoidance during a celebration connected to Jimin's new project. What raised further attention was Jimin's decision to highlight Taehyung and other members more prominently during this celebratory period, which left observers wondering, was this a coincidence, a matter of scheduling, or something deeper? The situation began to develop after Jimin officially unveiled his latest project, which instantly attracted global headlines and enthusiastic responses from fans. Celebrations ensued, with messages, acknowledgements, and mentions directed at several BTS members, particularly Taehyung, whose name appeared repeatedly in the coverage and social media exchanges. Yet, the absence of Jungkook from these narratives, as well as his own limited visibility in connection with the project, quickly became a point of curiosity. And analyzing this scenario, it is important to step away from emotional assumptions and instead examine the timeline, the interactions, and the nature of BTS's current status. BTS, as a global group with complex schedules, individual projects, and mandatory military service obligations, exists in a reality where not every member can participate in every milestone. Still, the sharpness of fan attention means that any perceived absence can generate speculation. In this case, the question of why is Jungkook avoiding became less about confirmed facts and more about interpreting silence and presence. The first clue rests in the way Jimin structured his acknowledgements. Observers noted that during his project celebration, he directly mentioned Taehyung and extended gratitude toward other members who had supported him, both publicly and privately. Such recognition was natural, especially considering the years of camaraderie and the visible moments of encouragement exchanged among BTS members. However, Jungkook's name was conspicuously missing from certain posts, interviews, and celebratory remarks. Fans on platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, Weverse, and Instagram quickly began dissecting the dynamics. Was Jungkook absent simply because of timing, or was there an underlying reason for the omission? Some fans suggested that his absence was merely a reflection of current military or personal commitments, while others pointed toward interpersonal shifts within the group. Importantly, no official statement clarified the matter, leaving the discourse open-ended. Another angle is the unique bond between Jimin and Taehyung, known for years as the 95-liners. Their shared history, age similarity, and long-established friendship make it unsurprising that Jimin would highlight Taehyung during such a meaningful moment. From a purely logical standpoint, emphasizing Taehyung might simply stem from convenience, availability, or the closeness forged by years of shared experiences. Nonetheless, in a group where each member's relationship with another carries symbolic meaning for fans, such a choice was bound to create comparisons. For Jungkook, the youngest member, his relationship with Jimin has also been historically significant. Their interactions have often been celebrated by fans as evidence of deep trust and brotherhood. Thus, the noticeable lack of reference during this celebration sparked speculation that the dynamic may have shifted. Again, the absence of evidence does not confirm conflict, but within the context of K-pop fandom culture, silence can be as loud as a statement. Examining Jungkook's own activities during this period provides additional context. He had been linked to separate work schedules and, according to industry insiders, was focusing on his own ongoing commitments. In this sense, his absence from Jimin's spotlight may not have been intentional avoidance, but rather a practical outcome of differing timelines. Yet, because of the long-standing narrative threads connecting Jimin and Jungkook, even practical explanations struggle to override the curiosity that emerges. This situation reflects a broader trend in how fans engage with BTS today. As the group navigates an era where members are simultaneously pursuing solo projects, undergoing military service, and preparing for eventual reunions, the spotlight inevitably shifts unevenly across individuals. When one member shines in a project, fans naturally look to see how the others react or participate. When that participation seems incomplete, theories multiply. Another important factor is the visibility of Taehyung in this scenario. His supportive role in Jimin's celebration was heavily documented, further fueling the impression that there was an intentional highlighting of him over Jungkook. Whether this was orchestrated, incidental, or simply the product of available interactions remains unclear. However, within the narrative framing created by fans, Taehyung's presence seemed to underscore Jungkook's absence even more. And journalistic analysis, it is critical to distinguish between speculation and confirmed fact. As of now, there is no official statement from Jimin, Jungkook, Taehyung, or HYB regarding the nature of these dynamics. The discourse exists primarily within the space of observation and interpretation. What we can confirm is the timeline. Jimin released his project, celebrated its success, highlighted certain members, and Jungkook did not appear centrally in these acknowledgements. That sequence is objective. The meaning behind it, however, is still debated. For the public and fans alike, the questions remain open. Why did Jungkook seem absent during this period? Was it intentional avoidance, or simply a reflection of other priorities? Why did Jimin's celebration place stronger emphasis on Taehyung and other members? Was this an organic decision, or something influenced by deeper currents within the group? These are the guiding inquiries that continue to drive discussions. This first chapter establishes the framework, the observed facts, the timeline, and the questions that naturally arise from them. In the following chapters, we will examine historical patterns of interactions among Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung, the role of fandom interpretation, the potential influence of HYB's promotional strategies, and the cultural expectations placed upon BTS as a group navigating solo success while maintaining a collective identity. To understand why Jungkook's absence from Jimin's project celebration has sparked so much discussion, it is essential to revisit the history of interactions among the three members, Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung. Over the years, their relationships have been well documented, both in official BTS content and in the countless moments captured by fans. Each pairing within this trio, Jimin and Jungkook, Jimin and Taehyung, and Jungkook and Taehyung, carries its own narrative, shaped by years of collaboration, shared experiences, and the natural evolution of friendships. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship, in particular, has long been a focus of attention. As the youngest in the group, Jungkook often looked up to the older members for guidance during BTS's early years. Jimin, who debuted just 1 year before Jungkook but shared similar training struggles, often stepped into the role of mentor and caretaker. Footage from BTS's debut era shows Jimin encouraging Jungkook during rehearsals, helping him with vocals, and offering moral support. Over time, this dynamic evolved into a close brotherhood that was repeatedly highlighted in fan compilations and official content. Their playful teasing, shared performances, and mutual encouragement built a visible bond that fans came to expect as part of the BTS story. Taehyung, meanwhile, brought his own unique connection to Jimin. Both born in 1995, they became known as the 95liners, a label that cemented their camaraderie in the eyes of fans. Their shared age meant they often faced similar stages of life at the same time, from training to performing to navigating the complexities of fame. This age-based bond distinguished their relationship from Jimin's with Jungkook, which was more rooted in the hyungmagne, older-younger, structure of Korean culture. The 95liner identity gave Jimin and team a sense of peer equality that shaped their interactions differently than Jimin's role as an older brother figure to Jungkook. The interplay between these dynamics has been evident in group activities. In many behind-the-scenes videos, Jimin could be seen balancing his role between being close friends with Taehyung and acting as a supportive senior to Jungkook. Taehyung, on the other hand, often shared lighthearted banter with Jimin, showcasing a bond built on equal footing. With Jungkook, Taehyung's interactions leaned toward playful competition and camaraderie, as the two youngest members navigated growing up in the spotlight together. Historically, moments of imbalance in these dynamics have occasionally fueled fan speculation. For instance, when Jimin and Taehyung appeared particularly close during certain events, some fans would interpret Jungkook's quieter presence as a sign of distance. Similarly, when Jimin and Jungkook shared moments of strong connection, Taehyung's role in the trio was questioned. In reality, such fluctuations are natural within long-term friendships, especially in a group where 7 members have lived and worked together for over a decade. However, the intensity of fan observation has often magnified these shifts into perceived stories of conflict or favoritism. Looking back, there have been notable examples where fans speculated about underlying tensions. In 2017, for example, during the Wings tour, a handful of interactions, or the lack thereof, led to online discussions about whether Jungkook was distancing himself from certain members. Yet, subsequent interviews and group activities showed that these concerns were unfounded as the group continued to present a united front. This pattern highlights the recurring cycle. A momentary absence or lack of visible interaction generates questions, but the broader history demonstrates continued unity. The case of Jimin's new project Celebration fits neatly into this cycle. Because Jimin publicly highlighted Taehyung and other members, while Jungkook's name was less visible, fans naturally connected it to past moments when perceived imbalances in attention led to theories. Historical context shows that these dynamics are not static but fluid, changing with schedules, moods, and external circumstances. The trio has consistently demonstrated resilience, suggesting that temporary absences or perceived avoidance should not be overinterpreted. Another important dimension is the professional collaboration between these members. Jimin and Jungkook have often shared the stage in subunit performances, harmonizing in songs like Lie, Euphoria, and Serendipity, where their vocal styles complemented one another. Their joint dance practices and rehearsals have also been documented extensively, further reinforcing the professional bond. On the other hand, Jimin and Taehyung famously co-wrote and performed Friends, a track on BTS's Map of the Soul 7 album, which immortalized their 95-liner friendship in the group's discography. These creative outputs reflect how different bonds are highlighted in different contexts, shaping fan perceptions of closeness at any given time. Equally relevant is the way the members themselves have spoken about each other in interviews. Jimin has described Jungkook as someone he wants to protect and encourage, while also praising Taehyung for his artistry and unique personality. Jungkook has often expressed admiration for Jimin's dedication and skill, even attributing some of his own growth to Jimin's influence. Taehyung has, in turn, shared anecdotes of how Jimin supported him during difficult times, especially during the early trainee years. These statements underscore a web of interdependence that cannot be reduced to a single moment of inclusion or exclusion. Still, patterns in visibility remain central to fan interpretation. Historically, when members celebrated milestones, they often made it a point to acknowledge one another. For example, during Jungkook's solo releases, Jimin and Taehyung were vocal in their support, posting messages and engaging with fans about his work. The fact that Jungkook did not feature as prominently in Jimin's recent project Celebration stands out against this precedent. Whether it was simply due to timing, availability, or personal preference is unclear, but the contrast is enough to reignite questions that have surfaced before. In conclusion, the historical patterns of interaction between Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung reveal a relationship marked by deep bonds, fluctuating visibility, and creative collaboration. Each pairing carries its own story, shaped by shared experiences and evolving roles within the group. The current situation mirrors previous cycles of speculation, where temporary absences give rise to theories about avoidance or favoritism. Yet, the broader history suggests that these dynamics are resilient and multifaceted, not easily defined by isolated moments. When examining why questions such as, "Why is Jungkook avoiding?" or "Why did Jimin only highlight Taehyung and other members?" become widespread, one cannot overlook the role of fandom and the impact of social media platforms. In the age of constant connectivity, K-pop fandoms have become powerful cultural ecosystems that both reflect and shape public discourse. BTS's fandom, known globally as ARMY, is one of the most influential and digitally active communities in the world. Their engagement practices often determine how narratives are framed, expanded, and sustained over time. Social media platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, Weverse, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube serve as the primary venues where fans interpret and discuss BTS content. These platforms enable instantaneous reactions, real-time analysis, and the circulation of interpretations that can quickly gain traction. When Jimin celebrated his new project and highlighted Taehyung while Jungkook's role seemed less visible, it did not take long for hashtags and threads to emerge, speculating on the reasons behind it. Within hours, fans had generated countless theories, some rooted in careful observation, others leaning towards speculation. One of the unique features of BTS fandom culture is the collective practice of microanalysis. Fans are known to dissect even the smallest details, whether it be an expression in a video, a caption in a post, or the order of acknowledgements during an event. This microanalysis is not inherently negative. It reflects a high level of engagement and dedication. However, it also means that any perceived absence or change in interaction becomes magnified beyond its actual scale. In the case of Jungkook's absence from Jimin's celebration, what might otherwise be explained by scheduling quickly transformed into a wider narrative of avoidance. Fan communities also shape the way narratives are framed through the creation of fan edits, translations, and discussion threads. For instance, when Jimin highlighted Taehyung, clips of their interactions were compiled into videos that circulated widely on YouTube and TikTok. These videos often carried captions or commentary that suggested closeness, sometimes juxtaposed with images of Jungkook not being present. The resulting contrast reinforced the perception of imbalance. Such content, even when produced by fans for entertainment, has the power to cement narratives in the public consciousness. The global nature of BTS's fandom further complicates these dynamics. Because ARMY spans multiple languages and cultures, interpretations can vary widely across regions. A statement or interaction in Korean might be translated into English, Japanese, Spanish, or Indonesian, each time carrying subtle differences in nuance. These translations often shape how fans perceive intent. In Jimin's case, his celebratory remarks about Taehyung may have carried a certain context in Korean that was slightly altered in translation, fueling different narratives in different linguistic communities. This phenomenon demonstrates how cross-cultural fandom engagement can amplify certain interpretations while muting others. Another factor to consider is the role of algorithms. Social media platforms prioritize content that receives high engagement. Posts speculating about Jungkook's absence or emphasizing Jimin and Taehyung's closeness often generate more likes, shares, and comments than neutral observations. As a result, algorithms push these posts to wider audiences, creating feedback loops where speculation appears more prominent than fact. The more people engage with a theory, the more visible it becomes, reinforcing the idea that the theory must be significant. At the same time, fan discussions are not monolithic. Within ARMY, there are always multiple perspectives. Some fans argued that Jungkook's absence was simply circumstantial, pointing to his schedule and prior commitments. Others emphasized the strength of the 95-liner bond between Jimin and Taehyung, suggesting that it was natural for Jimin to highlight Taehyung without it being a slight against Jungkook. Yet, those who leaned toward conflict-based interpretations often attracted more attention, simply because theories of drama tend to spread faster than explanations rooted in practicality. This dynamic reveals an important truth about fandom-driven narratives. What gains visibility is not always what is most accurate, but rather what is most engaging. Social media thrives on intrigue, and narratives of tension or exclusion often capture more interest than mundane explanations. In this way, the fandom acts as both an amplifier and a filter, shaping public perception of BTS's internal dynamics regardless of the group's actual intentions. Weverse, HYB's official fan platform, adds another layer to this dynamic. Because BTS members occasionally respond to fan posts there, fans often view it as a place where clues about relationships might appear. If Jungkook were to post something unrelated during the period of Jimin's project, fans might interpret it as intentional avoidance. Conversely, if Jimin or Taehyung were active on Weverse, their presence could be read as confirmation of closeness. These interpretations highlight how fans sometimes view silence or unrelated activity as meaningful in itself. It is also worth noting the role of fanbases, organized groups of fans who manage accounts, trends, and translations. These fan bases often act as semi-official voices, distributing information and shaping the way events are understood. When some fanbases emphasized Jimin's mentions of Taehyung, the narrative gained legitimacy, even though no official statement confirmed any exclusion of Jungkook. Fanbases, while valuable in spreading information, can inadvertently tilt narratives depending on what details they choose to highlight. The consequences of this amplification are twofold. On one hand, it keeps BTS constantly in the public eye, ensuring that every project, celebration, and interaction receives global attention. On the other hand, it can create pressure on the members, as even neutral actions are interpreted through the lens of fandom narratives. Jungkook's silence, for example, may have been completely ordinary, yet the fan-driven discourse framed it as potential avoidance, adding layers of meaning that may not exist in reality. From a broader perspective, this case illustrates how fandom and social media culture have transformed celebrity narratives. In previous generations, interactions between artists were largely mediated by traditional media coverage. Today, fans themselves are the media, curating, analyzing, and amplifying every aspect of an idol's life. BTS, being the most digitally connected group in K-pop history, is both a beneficiary and a subject of this phenomenon. In conclusion, the amplification of Jungkook's perceived absence and Jimin's focus on Taehyung is less about confirmed facts and more about the mechanics of fandom and social media. The cycle of observation, interpretation, and amplification creates narratives that often gain a life of their own. Whether or not Jungkook was intentionally avoiding, the fandom's engagement ensured that the question itself became unavoidable in public discourse. While fan interpretation and social media dynamics play a significant role in amplifying narratives about BTS members, another crucial dimension to examine is the influence of HYB, the company that manages the group. Corporate strategy often dictates how, when, and why certain members are highlighted in promotional activities. To fully understand why Jimin's recent project celebration appeared to emphasize Taehyung and other members while Jungkook seemed less visible, it is necessary to consider the broader framework of HYB's promotional approach. HYB, formerly known as Big Hit